everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be discussing another problem from Get SDE question bank. So let's open the question. Okay, so the question is longest palindromic subsequence. For all those who have not read the question, I want all you guys to please pause the video and read the question. So I hope all of you must have read the question. So the question says that we have to find the longest palindromic subsequence. So I hope you know that what a palindrome is. Okay. So let's see this example. So in this, the longest palindromic subsequence is B, 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 and B. So basically we'll take these three B's and the last B. That's why the answer is 4. Same goes for the below one. We'll take the middle two B's. So the maximum palindromic subsequence length is 2. So now how do we find this? What would be the approach? Right? Let's take this example. B, 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 A, B. Okay, and what we'll do is we can take 2 pointers, right? We'll take a start pointer and we'll take an end pointer. So if you see that, okay, the starting alphabet and the ending alphabet is the same, basically we have to find the longest palindromic subsequence between these two indexes, right? These 2 pointers. So if you see that both of these are the same, so so now we can reduce the problem. If you notice that, palindrome, both the alphabets are same, so this could be the starting alphabet, this can be the ending alphabet. So the remaining problem becomes, so if it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so basically we are just numbering the indexes. So the remaining problem is 1, 2, 3, and the answer to this would be +2, right? So now you see that we have got the same problem like this one, so we can pass this to the recursion, right? We can pass this to the recursion. Why do we need to do the same thing again and again, right? Okay, so let's see the other case also. So let's see this example. C, D, B, D, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so now we need to find longest palindromic sequence between 0 and 3. Now you see that the alphabet, the starting index and the alphabet at the ending index is not same, right? So what could be the possibilities now? So we can say that, okay, if this, obviously these both are not equal, so one of them we have to reject, right? So there could be 2 possibilities. It could be either between these 3 or these 3, right? There are 2 possibilities only. So basically now the problem becomes 0 to 2 or 1 to 3, right? 0 to 2 or 1 to 3. This is what the problem remains. क्योंकि अगर आप खुद ही देखो, basically this alphabet has 2 choices, whether we can include this in the string or we can exclude this. So if we include this, so the problem remains is that we have to exclude this. So that's why we get 2 sub problems. So now let's see how it goes. Let's further explore the tree. Okay, so let's see alphabet at 0 and alphabet at 2. So alphabet at 0 is C and alphabet at 2 is B. They are not equal. So again, the answer would be maximum among this subsequence or this subsequence, right? So this this string is from 0 to 1, and the other one is, this one is from 1 to 2, right? Okay, let's explore this one. Let us explore this 1 to 3. So from 1 to 3 you can see that starting alphabet and ending alphabet both are not equal. So then 2 choices. Either we can consider this string or we can consider this string. So if we consider this string, it is from 1 to 2, and if we consider this string, it is from 2 to 3, right? So now if we would have already calculated 1 to 2 in this recursion, again we are encountering the same sub problem. See, so you notice that we can save the answer. If you could have saved the answer, we would have saved our time as well, right? So here we can see that we can use DP, right? So let's see how will we include DP in this. So let's take an example of C, B, D, D. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll make a 2D array and let's do the indexing. So what each element in this 2D array denotes is So basically, let us suppose the array name is ARR. So ARR of I comma j denotes what is the maximum length palindrome between I and jth index. So basically 1 comma 3, so basically this would represent the maximum length of palindrome between index 1 and index 3, where index 1 and 3 are included. Okay, so this is what ARR of I comma j will denote. So now you see, if we have a single element string, suppose C, this is a string. It is a palindrome, right? It is a palindrome of length 1. So basically all the strings of length 1 are palindrome, right? So a string starting from 0th index and ending at 0th index has only one single element. So it would be 1. So the string starting at 1 and ending at 1 will also be of palindrome length 1. Same goes for this, same goes for this. Now if the ending index is greater than, sorry, so basically if I say you that I is greater than j, oh sorry, if I say you I is greater than j, so it means that starting index has crossed ending index, which means that basically, which is not possible, right? We are having, this one is the start and this one is the end, and end comes before start, which means the string has completed. So basically empty string has a palindrome of length 0, right? So here we can pre-fill 0. So basically now our half of the array is completely filled. Now what we have to fill is the remaining array, and what do we want? We want the answer for 0 comma 3, right? Because this is the starting index and this is the ending index, and we want the answer between 0 to 3, right? So basically these are pre-fill boxes we can fill in the beginning only. So let's see how will we do the remaining part. Initially we are given a string from starting index 0 and ending index 3. We'll check if starting index is equal to ending index. Is it equal? No, it is not equal. So we'll come at two situations, either this string basically 0 comma 2 or this string which is 1 comma 3. So basically if we know the answer for 0 comma 2 and 1 comma 3, the maximum between the both of, like the maximum among these two will be the answer for this, right? Yeah. So let's see if answer for 0 comma 2 is there in the array or not. 0 comma 2, no it is, so we have to calculate this, right? Let's move ahead. So if you see 0 comma 2, 0 comma 2, again these both are not equal, C and B, so we'll again divide the problem between 0 and 1 and 1 and 2. Okay, so let's see if the answer is present at 0 comma 1. 0 comma 1, no, the answer is not present, right? So we have to calculate this. So let's see this string, both are not equal, right? Both are not equal. So one more bifurcation, 0 comma 0 and 1 comma 1. So let's see what is 0 comma 0. 1 is already present, like we already know the answer that it is 1, so we need not to go further. It will return 1. Now it will calculate for 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 also it is 1, so it will return 1. So for 0 comma 1, maximum between 1 and 1 is 1. So for 0 comma 1, the answer is 1. And if you logically also see, 0 comma 1 is this subarray, this substring. So what would be the maximum length palindrome? Either it could be C or it could be B, right? So now we know that the answer for 0 comma 1 is 1. So this will return answer as 1. So let's erase the remaining tree. So now let us calculate for 1 comma 2. Let us calculate for 1 comma 2. So for 1 comma 2, you see that both of them are equal, right? Both of them are equal. So the remaining, so what could be the remaining string? So answer for 1 comma 2 would be 2 comma 1 plus 2, right? And for 2 comma 1, you see the answer is already 0, and it is obviously not possible. A string of length 0 will return 0, so this would return 2, basically 0 plus 2, which is 2. So the answer for 1 comma 2 will save it 2, and then will return to 0 comma 2. So the answer for 0 comma 2 is maximum among 1 and 2, which is 2. So we'll save the answer for 0 comma 2, which is 2. Let us erase the remaining tree. 0 comma 2 will return 2 as the answer. Now it's turn for 1 comma 3. Let's calculate. Let's see. 1 comma 3 is this string, substring. So basically these both are not equal. So for the they will call at 1 comma 2, and it will call at 2 comma 3, right? So we'll check for if we have already calculated answer for 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2, yeah, and see, we have saved our time. So basically we know that what is the answer, or what is the maximum palindromic substring between in this substring, right? So it will return 2 without going further below. Basically we are saving the steps. Let's see if 2 comma 3 is also calculated or not. 2 comma 3, it is not, so we need to go ahead, we need to calculate. So 2 comma 3, basically this substring, obviously they are not equal, so 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. So now we see that 2 comma 2, the maximum length palindromic substring is, or subsequence is 1. Same goes for this 1. So the maximum for between maximum palindromic subsequence between 2 to 3, basically this is 1. So we'll save it and we will return 1. So similarly, so the maximum palindromic subsequence between index 1 and 3 is 2, because maximum among 1 and 2 is 2. Now it will return 2. The maximum among 2 and 2 is 2. So now I've returned answer 2, and if you logically also see, BB is the maximum palindromic sequence that could be made. So I hope you all must have got the question. And so if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below. Let's move to the code now. We are basically given this function which we through which we have to return the answer. So what we are doing is we are making a 2D array. We are initializing it with -1 in the beginning. So basically this is all initialization, and then we are basically calling a helper function wherein the starting index is 0 and ending index is size -1. So helper function, we are getting a start, we are getting an end. So first base case, if starting index is greater than the ending index, which means empty string actually, so longest palindromic subsequence 0. Now if starting index and ending index is 1, which means this kind of string, right? If it is a single length string, so answer is 1, because 1 is the longest palindromic length subsequence. Now if you already have answer, if you have already calculated at some index, basically if you remember 1 comma 2, that kind of we had already calculated values for those index, so we need not to calculate again, right? So we'll simply return the answer. We need not to do all this stuff or basically make further calls. Now if starting element at starting index is equal to element at ending index, so we knew, right, that we'll call from start +1 and end -1, and we'll add answer 2 in it, add +2, because we are getting 2 elements and we are saving it first, and then we are returning the answer. Okay, or else if these two are not equal, so basically two choices, start +1 or end -1, and we are calculating max among these two. We are storing the answer and then we are returning the answer. Okay, I hope you all must have got the question. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below. I would be happy to answer. And basically after doing this problem, you can move ahead with the problems on Get SDE Ready. Like, these are the filtered questions from all the platforms that we have on internet, basically GFG, LeetCode, InterviewBit, and these questions are the most favorite questions. Like, these set of questions will make you SDE ready for sure. So go ahead with the questions, attempt them. If you're not able to do, come on the channel, you'll definitely find a video on it. See the video, attempt the question again. Thank you so much and take care. Bye bye.